All right, welcome back to my channel, The Awakening for Life, where we simply provide representation for the underdog. I will be your host, Nay, hoping everyone has had a great day. There's always more to say, and I always start off by saying entrepreneurship is life. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me jump right into it. So today I want to talk to you guys about ways to break free from the cycle of depression. And, before I continue the video, I would like to throw a disclaimer. Okay, I am no means by any means, shape, or form a licensed health therapist. I'm not a licensed counselor. I don't possess the credentials. So if you're in need or you're going through a crisis, please seek help immediately. Please seek help from those who can offer those skills. There's no shame in it. You're not alone. And I want to let you know that there is help and there's the tools out there. So please seek help immediately. With all that being said, I'm going to give you ways on how I choose to navigate the world. Now, what works for me might not necessarily work for you. All I can do is just serve as a guide. All I can do is take the power and put the power back into your hands for a positive future, for a positive outcome. And that is what this channel is really about. It's taking the power and giving it to you. So number one, I would start off by saying touching grass, taking walks. And I know a lot of people may say walking is boring, but it really clears your mind. It gives you a sense of peace. For somehow you can connect with nature, and nature has a way of connecting with you. It has a way of showing you something. Every time you get out in the open world, it's like there's either a lesson to be learned, or you can potentially build more friendships, or you can just find purpose in the smaller things. It could be something as the butterfly whizzing right past you or following you the whole time. It could be something as, the squirrels. It could be something as birds. Um, if you live near a pond, you can see the fish. And all it just takes is just the smaller things in life. That's all it takes. I mean, right now I've been intrigued with ants because ants are very resilient. They're very persistent. They show us a lot of how humanity should be, but chooses not to be in a way. And for example, if you take a crumb and you just drop it in the middle of nowhere, it's not too long until all of the ants will gather around the crumb. And then you see the crumb starts to move slowly but slowly because they're working together to get it from point A to point B right back to their camp. It's crazy. You may be going on your walk and all of a sudden you see a lost dog, or pretty much a dog that looks like it hasn't eaten in days, and you wind up picking the dog up and taking it back home, and now that becomes your purpose. That becomes your new norm now of taking care of someone other than yourself. It just keeps you going. It keeps you striving. It just keeps you away from the walls, being confined. You finally get out there and see something, and experience something new. So that's number one, is to basically touch grass, walk. Number two, avoid all negative social media. Negative. Anything that's not speaking life into you, anything that's not adding to you. I know a lot of people on TikTok and other platforms, they're pretty much consumed by what's going on with the people at the top. Every time this bill is being signed, that bill is being signed. It just a never ending chaos, a never ending drama. And right now, you don't need that. You don't need to fill your mind up with more negativity because you got enough on your plate. You're trying to make it through one day to the next day, and then automatically, you're worrying about what these people at the top are doing. And to keep it a buck, the people at the top, they already got their own agenda. They got their thing going on. Only thing we can do is contribute what's in our square, and that's the real thing about it. So all negative social media, out the picture, out. Stick with positive channels. If it's not my channel, another positive person who you follow. But positivity, positivity, positivity. No more drinking the poison. No more consuming stuff and downloading our mind. And now we are losing sleep. We're losing room to eat. It's affecting us all around, so we don't need it. So that's number two. Number three, small hobbies. All it takes is just one step, and you can go the rest of the way. I recently took up an interest such as cooking. All right. And at first, I couldn't even put water in the pot, but now you come see me, you get the real chef. Oh yeah, I cook stewed chicken, baked chicken, barbecue chicken, all type of recipes that involve chicken. I'm I'll feast it, But again, beforehand, I didn't know how to cook, and now I can whoop up a meal. It's just something that's small. I can make chili. I can make what is it? Sausage stew. There's this platform can be used as a positive tool in order to reinforce what you want out of life in a positive direction. So again, it could be something as far as learning how to fix a tire. Learning how to, create a business like this. It could be something as far as what I want to say, learning how to write songs, learning how to write poetry, because you have a lot in your heart and you feel like the best way to get it out is writing it out. And that would take me to the fourth thing, right? So we already covered touch grass, block out the negative rhetoric, start on something small. Now we got to find an outlet. We got to find a positive outlet. Now, whenever I find myself getting angry, like frustrated, the voice recorder, that works. Find an isolated time where you could just you and the voice recorder. If you feel like you need the session immediately, pull to the side of the road and just let it all out. Just let it all out. Just yell, with the windows up, of course, and let it all out. And sometimes, you can play back and you can listen to how you sound. And based on that, maybe you can, whatever the case is, you can make adjustments accordingly. But I found it's a stress relief. Listen to instrumentals. Sometimes writing poetry, and then you make it fun or you make it interesting by adding certain instrumentals to it. Because now the instrumental goes hand in hand according to your feeling. So if you're feeling sad, you got a sad instrumental. If you're feeling happy, there's a happy instrumental. There's instrumentals for different things. But at least you have that outlet. You keep a diary, keep a book, keep a log, but you have to have a positive outlet. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not infringing on anybody's health, safety, freedoms, and doing all this stuff, and you're just trying to live a peaceful life, go at it. The fifth thing, and the most important thing that I want to bring, I hope I got these numbers right, but self-care. Self-care. Many of you are trying to pour from an empty cup, and I know you want to be all warm and friendly, and I know you want to give your best to people, and I know you want to care for people, but you got to put yourself first. Putting yourself first is the answer, because without you protecting this, without you protecting your being, everything else that you're trying to put out there isn't going to work. We protect ourselves. We protect what we want out of life. And make it your being to look after yourself. Make it your being to care for yourself, to treat yourself. Even if you make a little money, I'm going to set $5 here. I'm going to set $2 there, $10 here. And then when the money is right and the time is right, I can either look for other avenues to where I want this thing to go. It could be something as taking a small trip. It can be something as far as, buying an outfit. It could be as far as just having a little money to either buy you a favorite piece of candy, something, just to get by, something just to keep motivated. But that's what I see that pretty much works, taking care of yourself. Self-love is best love. Best love, self-love. Take care of yourself. A lot of times we think of people as allies, and they're not really allies, and that's the reality. But when one door closes, another one will open for the best, and it happens. Another one that I'll recommend, that has helped me and it guide me, is stop giving a damn what other people think. All right? Stop caring. Do the things that's going to make you happy. If And I say do the things that's gonna make you happy within reason. Okay, so I don't want nobody to twist this up, but do the things that's gonna make you happy. You know, like if it's going to the movies twice a week, you know, if it's going to the movies every single day, you know, after work, something, do so. You know, exercise. That's another thing that you want to do is get out there and start running. You know, if it's half a mile today and a full mile tomorrow, keep up the persistent, because sooner or later you may never know too who's going to be watching you. Oh, I see you getting out here every day. How are you? Next thing you know, you striking up conversation. You realize that you and this other person got more similarities. But that would have never happened if you would have never stepped out in order to meet said person. So what I'm saying is there are ways to overcome it. Now, is it going to be easy? No. Is everybody's struggles different? Yes. Only thing I'm just saying what works for me, you know, and me only. And so far, you know, I mean, when you live your life on your terms and you learn to take care of yourself, and, you know, you pretty much invest in you, believe in you. And I know right now you probably heard this spiel before, but it works out in time. And again, if you are seeking immediate help, please get help, please. There are a lot of resources out there. I'll post them in the video so you can get the help. But, you know, here you will find love. Here you will be embraced. That's the reason why I created the channel, is to, you know, give voice to people like yourself. I want to give voice to people like you. I want to represent the weak, the vulnerable. You know, that's just part of the community. That's what this is really about. Life will tear you down. Life will get the best out of you. But at least if you know you have somewhere to vent, and it's a community that feels that you're not alone, because trust me, you're not, you'll always be embraced. All right, so let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And again, I'll see y'all next time.